Okay, all right, so fantastic. We're looking really good. You've got some action set, and now we're looking at the next stage. Now, this is one of the stages that often people look at and go, yeah, okay, I haven't thought about this at all. And there's a question about what's stopping you doing this? And then people get to the stage and they go, oh, yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Oh, yeah, well, that's a problem, well, that's a problem. And all these problems arise and then, bang, everything stops and it falls apart then, which is, yeah, fine. But the whole idea of this is that it gets you over this stage, so here we are. And normally there's two things that stop people. First one is normally a practical thing. So it could be, let's say, I want to go for a bike ride on Sunday. Well, you've got no bike or you've got a flat tyre. Pretty major things that will stop you. So, okay, the next step will go, okay, go back, sort out what you need to do about it. Fix the tyre, take the bike down to Bikes R Us and get the flat tyre fixed. Done. Practical thing. The biggest thing that normally stops people in my experience is the emotional side of things and fear. And again, two types of fear. First type of fear is what I call real fear. That's the saber-toothed tiger leaping at you, about to grab you. That's real fear. That's forget everything and run fear, F-E-A-R. The other fear is the false fear, which is, again, F-E-A-R. It's false evidence appearing real. Now, it can be very real, but it generally is false, and it's about getting through that fear and doing something. And one of these things, people are often frightened of making mistakes. Just another. There's some classic quotes about mistakes. One of my favourites is that any married man should forget his mistakes. There's no point in two people remembering the same thing. So I'm going to get hit by my wife when I get home when she sees that, but that's fine. Look, mistakes, the whole thing is often about progress, not perfection. People want it perfect, but very rarely can you make it perfect. So it's all about, just think, progress, not perfection all the way through. And I will say that the steps you learn along the journey, most of the time, the things you need to arrive at the destination. I mean, Lord of the Rings is a classic case of that. Look at all the steps Frodo and things he went through on the journey to get to the destination. Very few people basically get to the end of their lives and sit back and wish that they spent more time at the office. So it's about doing things and getting onto them now. Yeah, mistakes are painful when they happen. Of course they are, and I've made enough of them. God, I could bore you for hours with the mistakes that I've made. But the important things with mistakes is that when you've made them, a collection of mistakes is actually experience. And the most important thing with mistakes is, one, you admit it, two, you learn from it, and then three, you do something differently and change it and don't make it again. So really important things. But it's hard to get over that fear, but remember, it is just fear, false evidence appearing real. So get yourself together. If fear is a good thing is dealing with it, the best way to overcome fear is just take one step. Do one little thing. Small steps. The smaller the steps, the easier it is to overcome that fear. So where we go. So question is, what's stopping you? Something practical. Where you go, you can sort it out. Something emotional, then just take a step. Do something. That's all I'm asking you to do. One thing. One little thing. Okay, you ready? Okay, let's go.